welcome to our Tech Notice Studio Tour 2026. 9 years ago, we started in a cold attic in my old house and then upgraded to 2 small bedroom setup, which was still extremely cramped. But now finally, we have this. As you can see, we've got a lot of stuff and tech in here, and it took a few months to get everything set up and built. We've broken it into 7 sections, and some of them are not finished yet, which we still need your help and ideas for. So we've got storage and testing, editing, filming 1 and 2, which is yet to be finished, chill and kitchen area, which are also unfinished. Now, this type of video is one of my favorites to watch from other creators. So if you're one, I would love to see what your setup is like. Let's start the tour right in the back and make our way around. We're gonna start from this here. As you can see from this side, we've got a massive wall of PC boxes. So this is the wall. These used to be behind me, even when we were in the old loft. We built this wall in here. These are a little bit of a sound acoustic wall as well. But then on the right side here, this is like the editing station. This is 2 setups in here. On the left side, you've probably seen this in some of the B-roll before. We're rocking the Pro Art case and the specs. The only thing that we've upgraded there is an RTX 5090 now, just to get the H.264 and 5 support. Behind there is our NAS situation, where we're editing off, still using the QNAP NAS, but then also using some of the storage NASs. And because there's a 10 gigabit networking going on in there, I'll show you where the main station is over there. But this is a new setup on this side. This is from FlexiSpot, actually, this desk. The white top. The PC we're using is the Interstellar PC, if you haven't seen that one. No! Go check out that one. We're rocking 2 monitors. I love the horizontal and vertical setup because on this side you can have all the project bin and where all your files are and things like that, and then you're actually editing on this one. This is a 27-inch BenQ 4K monitor, and then this is a random 1440p 27-inch as well, just to have more screen real estate. This is an old HP laptop that we've done. But on this side, we've also got the GMK Tech's X2 Evo mini PC with the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395. I think I got it right. Also connected into here so that we can easily swap between these 2 devices, because this guy here who was working in here is we're trying to do just some AI things and just kind of testing, seeing what we can do with this one. And this is a really good device to kind of run everything off there. In terms of keyboards and mice, this PC over here is running this old Montech mechanical keyboard. It's quite nice. And this is wired, so this is not wireless. But the GMK Tech is running this new keyboard that we're trying out. So this is from SteelSeries. It's really nice mechanical keyboard. I tried to switch to this one, but this doesn't have a numpad on the side, and I'm using numpad quite a lot. The headset is also new from SteelSeries, so we're trying some SteelSeries gear around. I'm using some better ones in my setup. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is one of their more affordable headsets, but this is really nice because it can connect wirelessly and 2.5G as well. And that's connected onto there, and we can really easily swap between this PC and that PC if you wanted to. So one is 2.5G, one is Bluetooth. With the one press of a button, you can really swap there. Very light in terms of sound quality. It's very nice, bassy sound. I like that quite a lot. Perhaps not so flat, but you enjoy the sound quite a bit. Then on this side, in terms of keyboard and mice, we're using the Logitech MX Master 3S. Both of them are 3S, so that whenever I'm recording or something like that, I don't hear the click, 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 click going on the mice, so they're silent. And then Logitech Craft keyboard. One of the coolest things, recent addition that I'm super happy about, I don't know if you like this as well, is I was looking, if you look actually underneath here, you can see the mess of the cables is horrendous. And we're on our way to trying to sort this. I did order some FlexiSpot cable trays that you can see in the other desk setup on this side. There's a cable tray just over there, and that hides all the cables really nicely behind there, and everything's there. And we should have them on both sides of the other desks as well But previously I had lots of extension cables running there because this setup over here, there's monitors, audio monitors, PC, then there's NASs in the other side and lights and Alexa and lots of things plugged in. So I found this one long strip. There's 16 gang extension cable. I was so buzzing. Basically, I screwed it on the bottom of this desk and then everything can be plugged in. So there is 16 plugs on that side and then there's 8 underneath that one as well. There is a machine on this side that you might have noticed. Every one of these desks is a sit-stand desk. So what I can do is I can just drag this, right? I can pull this down, plug that in the back, move this up, and then I can just press start on this one. And basically this is gonna be a walking pad and I can just get some exercise in if you wanted to. So you can just walk around, whoa. And then either if you're on a call or whatever you're doing, well, this is quite fast, you know, have a little chat in there, get some exercise in, or if you're just watching back some video, doing research, you can just do this, which is pretty cool. So if you want to check out this one, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. The cool thing about this is it packs together so easily because the wheels as well, we can share it between ourselves. So it doesn't take a lot of space. Look at that. And it's packed up again. So if we're talking about my setup in here, this is a much smaller desk and I've tried to pack as much stuff in here as possible. This monitor is new. We've got the KTC 5K 27-inch monitor, and this is pretty insane actually. It's quite affordable compared to the 5K that you would be paying from Apple. And as you can see, this is my Mac, and I've got actually 2 laptops connected to this one. So one is the MacBook Pro M4 Max that you've seen on the channel before. For that one, I'm using this iVanky dock, and the laptop is on the other side. I'll show you this in a minute. And then also I've got a secondary laptop. So this is the P16 with the RTX 5090, and that's connected to this Anker dock. So I can basically have SD card readers and charging and lots of other things on both setups if I wanted to. And to swap between devices, all I have to do is go behind the monitor, press up, go down and select HDMI, and then now suddenly the P16 is on this one and I can use this. Because I've got the MX3 Master Mouse, I'll just click one button in the bottom and then look at that. Now I'm using this on this device. The keyboard here is very interesting. This is a new one as well, and I'll go back to the Mac just to show you this, but this is Low-Free Flow 2. Very cool design, like a metal design, but it's very quiet and silent. Check out our unboxing short ASMR if you want to really hear what this sounds like. But this is like kind of like a muted feel of everything. Oops, I'm already adjusting things. And this one has a numpad on the right side, which really works for me. I'm trying this one out, and so far it's very nice to type on. Also on this side, you've got this black little thing, and as you can see on the screen there, this adjusts the volume. So there's instead of volume knob, it's kind of a touch sensitive bar, and that adjusts volume. Another thing I would like to highlight are these SteelSeries headphones. So this is the Elite, Nova Elite, I believe is the name. And these are like high-end headsets. But this one has some really cool features that I haven't seen in other ones before. Number one is that there is actually a retractable microphone in here. So I can just pull the microphone out from this side, just like that. And then now you can use this microphone on anything else. But if you're on a phone call, what happens is now this microphone actually starts giving you feedback in your own ears, so it doesn't feel like you're in an isolated environment. You can actually hear what you're saying, and it's a much nicer feel. Also, the sound quality obviously is unbelievable. Then if we're moving behind the desk, obviously on this side, this is where all of the parts that we've used for PC building are stored, and for the first time ever, I've got proper storage. Previously, we just had it all over the rooms where I've been in the bedrooms or whatever, and in the loft in my house and all sorts of places. But right now, this is basically cooling on this side, and then some power supplies. This is motherboards, power supplies, some mini PCs and NAS stuff on the top over there. And this is GPUs and Mac products on the last one over there. Plus, what I have over here, this is a really cool thing. So basically this is where all my CPUs are stored, all my SSDs are stored, and then finally, do I really want to show you this drawer? You're probably going to be jealous, but there is ridiculous amount of RAM. It wasn't worth much previously, but everything is in here. So if I do a PC build, this is on wheels, so I can pull this either around our testing setup, which is on this side, or if I'm doing the PC build in the studio space over there, then I can bring it over there. So the Mac that is connected to that one is plugged into this one. So this is one of the laptop test setup on this side. This is the MSI Stealth we've been testing in here right now. Then behind it is the Core Ultra 9 test setup. So any of the Core Ultra series CPUs go over there. Then over here is the previous generation, Intel 13 and 14th gen, and 12th gen, by the way, they all go into there. Then on this side, we have AM5 testing setup, and so testing different things. Then behind here, we've got the GPU test setup, and all of these things are connected the different ways. So all of these are connected to my YOLObox Extreme, and I can swap between all of these inputs. Usually I have a portable mount in there as well. By the way, the reason the toilet paper is here, because if we're doing CPU changes or something like that, I can just get the toilet paper and wipe it clean. And I can swap between all the inputs of this and then see what I'm doing. Also, if I want to record onto it, this YOLObox allows me to record any of the stuff that I'm doing in there. All I have to do is kind of attach an SSD into there and then press record, and this happens in there. Then on this side, we've got a long-term testing happening. This is the ultimate, spaceship PC that we did. If you remember this build, this was super expensive, but I'm doing long testing of RTX 5090s. So here's the Founders Edition 5090 and Pilot 5090, and they've been running for like months. And I just want to really see what's happening in there, but they are basically chopping salad in there. Then on this side, another setup testing long-term, the Noctua RTX 5080, insane cooling performance, insane long-term. It's just absolutely insane what this PC is doing. And then some more testing what's happening behind there. Also, behind there is where our NASs are located, or like some of them. So what you can see is one NAS. This is Archive 1, Archive 2. They're a SUSE. This is the previous generation, and then the newer generation. So this runs the AM5 based AMD CPU, so it's more powerful. But then underneath there is the 10 gigabit switch. And then our internet comes into there, and then all the devices basically have 10 gigabit connection between these NASs. So this goes all the way to our editors behind the walls and on the floor. One 10 gigabit Ethernet cable goes over there. Obviously, we finally got this mounted, which we're pretty proud of, but it fell down, so I dented the corner. On this side, we've got some more storage and a temporary kitchen thing happening, which is probably ugly, but I'm trying to look some kind of a kitchen setup where we can have a bit more storage. Then this is where like all the gear setup is on the table. We've got some lenses and battery chargers on that side, plus other equipment that we're recording with, some lights, and then the bags underneath. Also charging station. This is one of the favorite things. I've got the Anker charger on that side. There's lots of USB-C cables coming out, and I can see how fast it's charging and multiple devices at the same time, up to 140 watts, which I'm super happy about. Then some tripod storage in the back corner there, and then other mounting options. This is kind of some products that we've tested, plus like half kitchen. Again, a bit messy, don't look too far. Some things that we haven't tested yet. Oh, there's another SteelSeries headset. This is a black one, and I think this is a little bit higher one. This is the Arctis Nova 7X wireless one. Also, this is Minis for DEG2 Thunderbolt 5 USB 4 version 2 and Oculink setup dock if you want to add like extra GPU for your PCs and things like that. Oh, this you might have not seen before. This is the Noctua new 140mm Chromax fan, G2 fan. And then now behind me here is the shooting setup. On this side, you've probably seen a lot of this Just been shooting the GoPro PX13 and Pro Art setup. It's still work in progress this year. I'm not happy with the setup exactly. I would love to have better mounting options, how I can mount all the lights and things. Also, the light that's above here should be a hair light, but it's more really like a desk light that goes down. So I'd love to have some kind of hair light that goes in the back there, but haven't been able to mount anything yet in there. So I have this one pole mounted where the camera is mounted for the top cam, but if I could have that pole like further this way, and then the camera is further this way, and then something behind also where I could have the lights coming down onto it, that would be good. But this PX13 is going to come out in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned. Super cool device, by the way. Then different cameras. We've got a new camera. I'm super happy about the FX30, just to have another 10-bit Sony camera that doesn't record, just like the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K. Oh! By the way, these are sound blankets on this side to help you block the sound a little bit more. Some stuff organized in there, but I'd like to get all this stuff like organized a little bit better so that we could walk in here, but there's cables going around everywhere, and tripod usually on this side. But this FX30 is a great new addition to have 10-bit color and everything. This you've probably seen in here before. This is where I can see, you know, what's happening on this side. It's connected to the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. And then if I wanted to, this can also change, like I can put a laptop here for some notes or whatever, and I can have them on the big screen as well. But I'd like to change this because there's too much on this C-stand on wheels. It's kind of like bending and falling down, because the lights are mounting onto there as well. I wanted to do this so that I can drag it around the studio, but I think I need to find a little bit of a better C-stand, because that C-stand's kind of like an octopus just. Then what's happening on this side is another working project. I will have another set on this side, probably more lighter setup, so we can have different on this side there and on this side there. But on the B-roll, I've been shooting of products you've probably seen on this side, but it's not ideal again. We've got the sound blankets in the back that are just for sound, but also kind of the black background. But I would love to have a little bit of a better just backdrop, maybe rollable backdrops in the back in there. But everywhere you'll see me use these panels, and but these are like the flat lights. I would love to have more lights to use here and things like that, but this is where some of the products are that still working and testing on. The GPU reviews, as there's still like few parts yet to come out. And this is pretty much like our studio now. I don't know, let me know if you have any tips for me, like how to improve or like what should I use, because I'm always looking for the best solutions, how to store things, because I don't think I love this type of thing. I think there should be some kind of a different tier of gear, and then lighting and charging station. I would like that. I like in this year that we're also trying to do a little bit more of accessories testing on this side and trying different things on the setups. And I'm excited to try different things. I think we're going to try different monitors. I'm super happy about this 5K monitor for now, but imagine having an OLED, wide OLED. So next month, I'll let you know if there's any updates. So stick around if you want to see something next month. I'll let you know, and see if any other brands partner with us so we can build this even more and make it more of a creative setup, because the idea here is to create more different setups so that I don't have to reset up every single set all the time. Because if you have to do a lot of the setting all the time, I find that my creativity kind of reduces and I'm not as creative because I think, oh, I'll have to do all this setup, I won't do that video. But if it's already set up and it's very easy to kind of like switch on and do it, there we go. Thanks very much guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to check out anything. Links in the description below, and I'll meet you in the comment section. Bye-bye.